But it's time to get into the first section of the video as usual. What we've been jamming since the last podcast episode. Do you want to start or you want me to start?
I can start, bro.
Go ahead and start.
So, what I've been jamming is Heems and Lapgan LP they put out. Mm-hmm. It's a collaboration. Well, Lapgan is a producer and Heems is the MC. He's I don't know, you remember the group That's Racist?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, but this is one of the guys from there. Mm-hmm. Bro, it's called I'm bugging. It's called Lavender. Mm-hmm. And like rapping is amazing. Mm-hmm. The humor is amazing. Production's really great. I love it has like some of the Middle Easterns like samples, and because I think they both have an Indian background. I could be wrong. I didn't fact check, but also features, bro. Every feature on here amazing. Open Mike Eagle, dope feature. Euro Drew, dope feature. Sonny Jen, I don't even like him like that. Dope feature.
I ain't never heard of him.
It was another guy. It was one more feature I liked. I'm blanking. Anyway, and I had a standout track on it. Baba Goosh. Baba Ganoush.
Was it anything mafia Italian style type stuff?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It's just, bro, really witty bars, fun production, and I love his flow, bro. You should check it out. I don't know if it'll be like your cup of tea, but you might like it. It might surprise you.
Hey, as long as it bumps, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
But one of the things I've been jamming was something that you recommended me. Mm-hmm. Nick Grant, God Bless the Child.
So you went back to it or no?
No. I went to it for the first time.
Okay.
I heard it since the last episode.
Right.
So you gave this to me to listen to. I forgot what I was listening to in the middle of this. And so, this project, I think Nick Grant, especially since you mentioned him in your collaboration section of last episode, this was interesting because when you said Isaiah Rashad, right? He would.
No. I said him over Kanye beats. If Kanye soulful beats from like Daytona,
that'll be a perfect match for what this goes for. I think the only thing that held me back on this project was some of the production choices. The first track didn't really catch me, and I'm like, But the second track, I'm like, okay, we're in there. Yeah. Then after that, I'm like, all right, I'm in here. Yeah. But this wasn't a lasting impression where I'm like, dang, I need to check out more of his stuff. Right. Hopefully you can recommend me some more stuff that I will like. This one didn't really leave a lasting impression compared to some of the other music I listen to, whether it be very good or on the very bad spectrum. But Nick Grant is an artist that I'll say that I'll keep a little bit of an eye on him just to see what
he can rap, bro. He can rap.
Yeah, he could definitely rap.
He can rap.
He was spitting on here, and it's funny because right after this, some little brother played. So I'm like, all right, so he's in that type of area.
He's from Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so then he's wait, is he a better MC than J. Cole?
I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna make that yet because like with Nick Grant, his albums, like his EP, I love that EP. It came out with 2020. But he put out an album last year. It was okay because he had some choices with production. I'm like, come on, why you take this direction? But rapping is always
his rapping
is always good. It's just sometimes with beats and sometimes even vocal choices on hooks. I be like, why did you get that? Why they did that hook? Anyways, well, other than that, I don't know, bro. Dang, that's a good one. Hey, Nick Grant.
He was. I'll say this: people from Carolina have not been disappointing. Little brother, J. Cole,
the baby.
Well, come on.
Out of Vegas?
Look, man, just go to your next one, man. Bringing up trash in this conversation.
Second album I've been jamming is by DeevoDaGenius, my bad. He's a guy from out of Massachusetts, like the Boston area, but he's a producer. But he put out a collective with like a lot of his friends. It's called Champion Sounds. And he has the concept is like being a team, but it's mostly basketball theme. It has like a good amount of basketball like skits in it. Production pretty good. You could tell he influenced by the Jay Dillas, the Mad Libs. Even though it's not like, if you listen to this, don't go and expect, this like.
Yeah, I'm never gonna expect levels of Mad Lib and Jay Dillas.
But I'm just saying,
do that.
But the MCs, the collective MCs are really good. It's like this insurgent, like a merging of a lot of like Boston, Massachusetts underground artists right now that's like really been killing it. I'm like kind of like focused on the scene right now, bro. A lot of the people I've been listening to have been from Boston. And one of the guys I want to stand out to me is a guy named Funeral Aunt Bell. Like he's really dope to me. They actually put out an EP last year, like 3 tracks, pretty good. And my standout track on here was a song with Funeral Aunt Bell called Goggles. It was like the opening track, the intro. Pretty dope, bro. Bro be rapping his little butt off.
Is Guru's from Boston, right?
Yeah, Guru from Boston.
All right.
But bro, it's a lot of good.
Yeah, I've never really heard of
like
artists.
Netsy Axe. Netsi.
I've heard of that person.
Al Divino. Even though I don't really like him, you block me. Like I always get blocked, bro. I got blocked by another. I don't know if I told you. You blocked
was on the podcast page.
You saw that?
No, I didn't know.
No. It's not the podcast page. It's my page. My personal got blocked from F y'all. I'm not even gonna mention y'all. They blocked me.
So this week I wanted to get into a bit more discographies like I've been doing. And I wanted to go back to the blog era because I'm just like I want to hear some stuff that came out back then and kind of revisit it and see my now grown man eyes and opinions and ears and stuff on it. And one person I was debating on going in between with was Logic or Joey Bada. And so I'm just like, ooh, who do I want to go with right here? And so I listened to Logic's Under Pressure, the deluxe edition, because it has the 3 to 4 additional songs on there.
Right.
Under Pressure is still a good debut project. I liked it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I just think the one thing that I don't like about it is when Logic does that thing where it's like, oh, I'm rapping fast, so I'm doing it really lyrical. And I'm just like, I hate that style of rapping. Where it's like him and Jordan Lucas do it the most, where they rap fast. I'm just like, that gets annoying, especially if you do it very often. There were some songs that I really did like on there. The production choices, I really did enjoy as well. But I will say that I feel like I really wasn't getting Logic on that album. Like, I wasn't getting him, like, a lot of personal, like, things rapping wise about it, because I feel like that formula of rapping fast so you think I'm really lyrical, it was kind of played out back then. And to me, the sound of the album kind of fits well within the realm of what TDE was doing back in the blog era as well.
I was about to bring that.
So to me, it definitely fits that era. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh yeah, this brings me back to that era.
My biggest gripe was that guy tried to remake Good Kid, Mad City in his way. Oh my god!
On this album?
Yes.
I didn't get that.
You don't get some, bro. Not with the production wise, but like some of the like even some beats actually ripped off like Under Pressure. What's that title track? Like I haven't listened to this album since like 2013 or 14, whenever it came out. But I remember vaguely being like, "Yo, bro, why is he trying to like?"
I mean, hey, the formula worked though.
Yeah,
the content worked.
To me, that's his best album to date.
See, I haven't really listened to much of his like albums like that. Like I've heard some of Tits, The Incredible True Story or whatever, but I really haven't heard much outside of that. I even went to another song because I've been watching Wu-Tang and American Saga. I'm almost done with that. I went to the Wu-Tang Forever song and I'm almost like, God dang, this hits. I'm like, ooh, that's hit. Yeah, the beats are great. The performances are great. Logic, even though I hate when artists do that thing where they get a whole big group and it's like the whole group and it's a lot of them in that group and they just supposed to do that. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. I get liquid swords like Jizza. I'm just like, can you rap? Like, can you come on, stand out. Like I want you to be in contention of, dang, does Logic have the best verse? Did he have a better verse than Ghostface? Yeah. But no, it's one of those, I'm a big fan. I'm just introing for everybody. No, Wu-Tang. I'm just like, okay. Like your verse is there. Like it exists. Yeah. It's just the fact that you got all the Wu-Tang together. So I'm cool with that. So yeah, Under Pressure is a good project still overall. I need to actually dive into his discography because I did choose Joey Bada to actually dive into.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Joey's a really good one to dive into, bro. No homo. All right. My next artist is an EP. Grubby Paws is actually a producer out of Massachusetts, if I'm not mistaken. I think he is, because he's with a lot of Massachusetts artists. I love his beats, bro. Grubby Paws is dope. But he actually collabed with this rapper, never heard of him, named Garrett Merk. I guess he's from Massachusetts as well. 3-song EP called Tunnel Vision. Pretty good. I enjoyed it, ran it back a few times. I'm like, all right, pretty good rapping. My standout track on there was the intro track, Maintaining. Pretty good. Cool raps. It's not over the top. Nothing like stands like separates him from anybody. Just a really good listen. I don't know if I'll actually return to it again, but it was a pretty good listen, man. I jammed it a few times.
Would you be on the lookout for any more new projects from him?
I think I will. If he collabs more with Grubby Paws, I will definitely check him out again, because I'm a fan of Grubby Paws, bro. I like him.
All right. I never heard of him.
Oh, yeah, bro. You're not tapped in.
Yeah, I'm not tapped in like that. Hey, I'm mainstream tapped in.
Oh, my God.
But another project before I get into some of the discographies I listen to, Mysterious Phonk, The Chronicles of SpaceGhostPurrp.
I don't think I ever
His first project.
Oh, with him? Oh, yeah, bro. I heard that. Years ago, bro.
Yeah, well, I did too.
Yeah, I don't even remember that album, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I went to it. It's definitely something that was different around that time. I will say that you could definitely hear his 3 6 Mafia inspiration and influence on that album. I will say that it's not one of the greatest things I've heard, obviously, but I'm not gonna say it's just horrible. There are some points where I'm just like, this song is way too long for its own good. Yeah. There are some production choices where I'm just like, but then there's also some other production choices where I'm like, okay. The one thing about this project, like I said, it does give me that old 3-6 Mafia, like older, like like from the 90s 3-6 Mafia, not like the newer 3-6 Mafia stuff. So if you're a fan of that stuff, especially trying to see like where the Raider Clan and all that kind of like establish themselves and where their starting point kind of somewhat is, this is the project to go to. I don't think I'd recommend this project, though.
You don't recommend it?
Nah. It kind of feels a bit too dated, or it feels a bit too slow. I will say that. It feels too slow and kind of harder to get into. I'll definitely say you got to have a unique taste for this one.
Okay. I got one more artist. I didn't put it on my list, but I was going through Spotify. So, I don't know if I recommend this, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It's like it left me like missing something. Okay, this guy's a singer. He's out of Brampton, out of Canada, named Rhyan Douglas. He tries to be like a Frank Ocean-ish type of feel, but I don't know, man. I think he's a younger guy. I think he's missing something, but he has potential. I'm gonna say that. But that's all I really gotta say. Not really a standout track to me because I didn't like anything on here. Like, actually like, made me hit the plus sign. But I say check it out. Maybe some people out there like it. Maybe you, I don't know. Sometimes
you say he's like Frank Ocean?
Kind of,
So in the R&B-ish realm?
R&B-ish realm, but like, have that like melancholy feel. If I'm saying that right, I always mess that word up. But,
like Bryson Tiller?
Nah, no.
I'm trying to see where to put him.
No, he's in that tree of Frank Ocean.
Oh,
Not even close to Bryson Tiller trash.
Okay.
So. Anyways, if any of you guys want to
Soul.
listen to some guys like that, like that's in that Frank Ocean tree, Rhyan Douglas, maybe you'll like him. I'm not saying he's bad. He's not bad. It just didn't really do it for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got for this week, bro.
Dang, I'm about to go through it then.
Keep going.
Another project you recommended me, LULU by Conway the Machine.
Oh, yeah.
And the Alchemist. This project wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I will say that it just didn't land with me well. I don't know if maybe it's because I just got done listening to the Rock Marciano project, or maybe because when I go into an Alchemist project, even though this was an EP, so I had to temper my expectations and lower it. It didn't have that Alchemist feel to me to where a lot of production was a bit more varied and different to where I'm just like, okay, this feels like a cinematic feel that I usually get with Alchemist production. Rapping was good, as usual. Conway could rap. I'm not going to say that. To me, he sounds, and I'm not going to knock this against him. To me, it's just me and my brain. He sounds too much like Benny the Butcher. Yeah. Now, obviously, this could be because they grew up together or whatever.
He taught Benny how to rap.
Yeah, they sound way too alike. But the one thing I like about Benny is, to me, I feel like he has more punch when he raps. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me,
I never thought they sounded alike.
Energy. Like, when I heard this, I kept thinking, I'm not listening to Benny or Conway. Then I'm like, wait, is Benny featuring on the song? Yeah. Like, when I first turned it on, I'm like, oh, Benny's featuring on this. I'm like, oh, wait, no, that's Conway.
Dang. I never thought they sounded alike.
Yeah, they sound like just super alike to me. Like, obviously, you could kind of tell the difference if they both on the song together. Yeah. But I think, obviously, Westside Gunn has the most unique voice out of the two.
Conway the best rapper out of them.
I agree with that. I think with Benny, it's more so like style. To me, it's his style rather than the actual sound with it. So
you like that Q feature? I mean, that
well, he was on the hook.
Yeah, he was on the
hook.
hook.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm just like, come on, Alchemist, give me something with Q, please. I don't need an EP. Give me the album. I need you to set the tone like a blank face. So yeah, I enjoyed the project. I don't think I will run back to it. I definitely want a Conway album with Alchemist because the thing with Alchemist and the albums with him, when it comes to the artist, they set the tone with the intro track, then they get into the rapping. The production's a bit more varied. You get some of the features that come and break up some of the, I don't want to say monotony, but just hearing that one voice over and over kind of give you a break, but still give you a fire feature. So
check out Hall & Ash too. It's like they drop in all right, this one they put out a few months ago, but it was mostly like demos and stuff they did back in like the early 2015, 16 era of Westside and Conway when they was collaboration with Alchemist. So they put out, I think it's like 8 songs on Spotify, and they dropped the vinyl. I didn't buy it because I'm like, the album was cool, but I'm ready for the Hall & Ash 2, the real one. So you should check it out. It has like that old Griselda feel too. And Alchemist got some beats. It got 95 Ghosts on there. 94 Ghosts. I might be tripping. Griselda fans, if y'all watch this, don't kill me, bro. I'm sorry. My mind ain't the same no more, bro. I think it's 94 Ghosts. Let me see. Let me make sure, bro, for they kill me, bro.
But yeah, while you look for that, overall, this project, not bad. If you want some Alchemist beats, because Alchemist is always going to be a fire producer, some good rapping on top of that as well. Just don't expect that many features, because I think it was only like one feature with Schoolboy Q.
94 Ghosts. There we go.
But yeah, overall, this project was cool. I did like the cover though. That cover is kind of hard, but to me, it kind of doesn't fit the Alchemist vibe of the album.
I forgot Q on this too.
What?
He on Fork in the
Hall and Ash.
Yeah, it's Hall and Ash. Fork in the Pot. He on that too. Dang, I forgot. Q, hold up, man. Even though I know it's older, I just forgot he was on there.
We need that Alchemist project with Q.
But I told you he got a lot of stuff with him. Bro.
I know. That's why I'm just like, oh, I need to go digging.
Yeah.
But now it's time to get in one of the discographies I got into. Joey, Bada. I listened to all his projects that are on streaming. I didn't get to listen to Summer Nights, the actual mixtape, because only the EP's on streaming. And so 1999 gave me that boom bap feeling. And because I'm older, I appreciate that production a lot more. I'm like, all right, you killing this. This is a 10 out of 10 project for me.
That's what made Static really want to work with him, because he had some Static beats on there.
And Chuck Strangers, really appreciate his production on this as well.
Truck came a long way with rapping too, bro. He puts out quality albums as well, because he could not rap back then. But I will say make some beats.
It was doable back then on this. It was definitely doable, but I mostly knew him for production. That's why when I was looking, I'm like featuring Chuck Stranger. I'm like, is he rapping? Or is he producing?
He say I'm trying to sum with my free way of life. Remember, my nigga, ain't no free way of life.
Oh yeah. Yo, come on, B. They was young.
No, but he cold. My age. Yeah, he can rap now. They were my age too.
No, like I think Joey's literally my age.
I'm saying you're younger than me, and Chuck and them around my age.
Oh,
I remember.
Oh man,
I'm just a year older, bro. Oh my god.
Man, B. I listened to Summer Nights, the EP. It's a cool EP, not bad at all. Definitely not offensive. Doesn't overstay its welcome. There are some choices that I think are kind of weird for making it an EP on streaming services rather than actually putting out the album, but I know they did samples.
Is Infinity on there? 99 to Infinity?
95 to Infinity, something like that. I think that's on that's either on this or that's on Before the Cash. I forget which one.
I'm not to Infinity line.
I heard it. I remember hearing it. I'm just trying to remember what it was off of though. I don't remember the project it's off of, but it is on streaming because I heard that one.
No, that's on Summer Nights. It has to be.
It's probably on Summer Nights.
2013, right? Yeah, Summer Nights.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, obviously this isn't the mixtape version. It actually came out during the blog era, so yeah.
Fire, I liked it.
Listen to Before the Cash. Grew a bigger appreciation for this project.
Bro.
I will say there are some choices on here where he goes for the radio hit.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, Joe, I get it. I get the play.
Bro, that album good, bro. It's crazy. I played that album so much, bro.
I played it when it first came out. I remember that.
I played it a lot.
But that made me not want to listen to All-Amerikkkan Bada. Because at first when I heard it, I was like, this sounds way different than what Joey is. To me, it sounds like a betrayal to what he really established with Summer Nights and with
Some people love that album, bro.
I will say, I grew a bigger appreciation taking out my bias for Joey being in the boom bap production. There's like one or two Static Selected beats on here, I think. I remember the one song on here that was my favorite was with him and Styles P, and it was produced by Static Selected. I'm just like, ooh, Static, yes! What are we doing right now?
Like, nasty.
Hey, I'm just saying. Static Selected, you want me over? I just feel like the problem I have with this album is that it stays on theme and concept a bit too hard.
Yeah.
And it makes it very apparent. It's very in your face. It's very on the nose. And it's basically, before woke became a political term, it was too black woke. Like, the cops don't really like us. I'm just like, it's too much of this. I'm like, you throwing it in my face every single song. My black skin, they don't like it. I'm just like, okay, I get it, Joey. I get the point. I can see why white people love this album. I can see why they're like, the profoundness of his blackness and being in America. I definitely can't relate, but I definitely sympathize. This was just too blackety black woke for me. Great songs, good songs on here. There are some songs where I'm just like, this is a bit too radio for me, Joey. But hey,
is Joey Devastated on that album?
No.
I feel so
devastated.
I hated
that Temptation. I like it, but to me, it just something like that don't really fit the theme of the album itself. So I'm just like, this is that radio song. Bro, I can see why this is a hit.
When he came out with that, I was like, oh, goodbye to Joey.
I'm just like, oh, we lost him, didn't we? I feel like this is the point where Joey kind of, I would say he fell off. Not fell off as in like, because this album did really well for him.
Yeah, it did.
It fell off as in like the initial core audience you had.
Bro, people call that album a classic. I seen that on Twitter like
it's a good album. Yeah. The album ain't bad. Yeah. It's not bad, especially if you don't listen to 1999 or anything before that. Is this your first Joey project? Yeah, this is a great project because he's on modern style beats, not really anything boom bap. He's rapping really well. His song creation, and the skits that he puts in there to help tie in with the theme of the album, it's really on par. It's just it feels like a big betrayal compared to Summer Nights and Before the Cash.
But he's getting older and he was maturing at that time. So it's that time where he takes that step. So that's why,
but it feels like a step into modernity, where it's just like you're betraying the style that you.
But how you betraying it when you're growing? It's not a betrayal. Like when you say it's a betrayal, that means I don't know. It just seems bad if you use that tone. I mean, not
well,
that
I mean,
tone,
it was
that.
bad because a lot of people was like,
yeah, but you know how, like you said, you got more of appreciation now. You older, you understand. But like at that time, for the teenagers, for the younger adults, 20-year-olds, when it came out, we was like, hold up, what is this? It threw me off as well. It's like, I don't want this from Joey. But I understand what you're saying.
It's not a. I'll say it's a betrayal, basically off of his style.
Yeah.
Imagine you hearing, I guess, a Wu-Tang member on a whole bunch of RZA stuff. Do you hear him on some super mainstream type stuff? Yeah. Like you think it's kind of a bit of a betrayal. They might sound good on it still. Yeah. They could do something with it. It's just that from what you did, it feels like you completely left that style in the dust. I know. Which I'm just like, dang. Like I'm like, you can sprinkle that in here a little bit more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, and then last project from Joey, 2000. I really like this album.
Now, 2000 straight.
I will say, after I got my Joey by yourself, he got to be a boom bap rapper. I'm like, all right, Joey's growing. And, this album came out on the 10-year anniversary of 1999. I'm like, this is perfect. This is 1 year after 1999, 2000. Some of the skits they puts on here, he puts Nas on here. A lot of people praising Joey because, he has grown in this game. Yeah. He's done a lot of things.
Acting now, didn't he win like an Oscar or something like that? Maybe. Or an Emmy or something? He won something.
Possibly. Yeah. He has the whole group with Pro Era. He did the whole Beast Coast thing with Pro Era, Flatbush Zombies, and the Underachievers. He's done so much in music, even though he hasn't dropped as much compared to other artists in his class as well. So this kind of felt like the ending point of his album. I mean, ending point of his music career, even though I know it's probably not. Yeah. But to me, this is like a perfect ending note where it's like, this is where I was, this is where I'm at now. And Static Selecta's production on here. I'm like,
and then like the 2000 beats, like from that era, like with Joey, like when I heard this, like Joey always been, he's never like, to me, never been not irrelevant. He always been relevant in a way, like he's somewhere. Like him right now being into the Power series, or you just seeing him style-wise on the internet and just being around, like, it seemed like he wasn't putting out much music, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he
really wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't. But I was keeping up with the Lucy's and some of the features he was having. Like, he got a feature with IDK that's fire right now.
Talking about the new song
with him, fire. I love that, bro. Like Joey always can rap. Even on All-Amerikkkan Badass. Like, I didn't care for that album at that time. Maybe I had to go back to it, but the rapping was good. It kind of reminded me of Lupe over and Lasers. Rapping fire, production trash.
No, I don't think the production on All-Amerikkkan.
No, that's what I'm saying. It just reminded me of like when Lupe was on that production, but his rapping's immaculate. It's just the production's like, what's this direction? You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
Yeah, I think Joey is one of those staples of the blog era where he said something, I forgot. I think it was on this album. Yeah. Who's the best rapper? Me, Cole, Kendrick. I'm just like, dang, we just have Drake. Yeah. I'm like, Drake didn't respond to that at all.
Because he knows that feel. Like Drake can rap. We're not saying Drake can rap, but we know Drake don't.
He don't focus on rap.
Yeah, he don't focus.
He don't focus on his
and he
MC.
don't like, this is me. Like, this is my thing. Like, you can't mess with me rapping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but J. Cole, Kendrick, they even, they kind of have that mode of like, we really dope MCs. And I feel like Joey, he came from that too. Yeah. Like, I'm rapping off these MF Doom, these J Dilla, the Status Selector, this beats. I'm showing you my skills, my rapping. Like what Drake used to do when he would rap off,
Comeback Season and all that.
And all that, he was trying to show his skill, even though that time.
Yeah, he betrayed that. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes you gotta betray stuff to become to who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you live long enough to become the villain. God dang it. Yeah. But yeah, Joey Bada, very good discography. I think I will say slept on discography. Definitely not underrated because most of his albums are rated well. So definitely a slept on discography in terms of when people bring up best discographies. I'm not gonna say he's one of the best discographies in hip hop of all time, but he's one of the better discographies in terms of he doesn't have a whack project.
Joey's gonna be one of them guys that's like, he always put out some quality music. Bro. Like, he's not gonna be like Joey. I don't think you can say he's a bad rapper. You know what I mean? I think he's just gonna be one of them guys that never know, maybe one day be a legend status of just him being from the area and just being like, yo, that's Joey Badass, bro. Like what he did. Some people thought it was gimmicky. The whole like going back to the boom bap 1999 stuff, because I remember when he dropped, it was a couple other cats. I can think of two right now at the moment. I think it was Raph Frisco. He was from like Canada. Bishop Naru was one of them. One of those guys like trying to do what Joey was doing, and people was calling him like Joey Badass clones. I remember that, bro. Even though Joey was taking the 90s golden era feel, and they was calling him a clone of that, and then he ended up getting little clones. It was more of you guys out there. I just can't think.
Yeah, the only one I think I know of is probably Bishop.
Remember Bishop?
I mean, he had a whole project with Doom.
And I was livid. I'm like, I ain't got a project with Doom. I'm like, who is this kid?
What do you need a project with Doom for?
I don't know.
Doom don't know you.
Kid Bishop was alright, bro. He wasn't that nice. I'm like, you ain't go with Joey before this kid, Bishop. But Doom, RP, I never question your
his artistry or
no,
his selection, his choices.
I never, yeah, his choices. Maybe you saw some in the kid that we didn't.
Yeah, probably did because I definitely, I Bishop Nuru never really stuck to me like that. Man. So yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
Man, oh, freaking man.
Another discography I dived into was Vince Staples. I will say I'm not a Vince fan. I love Ramona Park. 10 out of 10 project for me.
That Sparks Fly.
Summertime 06.
Fire.
Was good. Prima Donna, the EP.
Fire.
It was cool. Big Fish Theory.
That's what he did his little lecture.
Yeah, that's what I was just like.
I liked it. I liked Big Fish Theory.
I'm like, I'm questioning your
Staples
EP
LP
selection.
Fire.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 project for me. Yeah. FM, exclamation point. Fire. So I'm like, 3 out of 6, you got a pretty good batting average with me. Oh, and Hell Can Wait. I really did enjoy that. So I'm just like, I don't know, but also Vince has this weird thing where it's like, I notice it, and I'm just like, in my head it's telling me, don't like it. But when I listen to it, I like it. It's that thing where he has a super monotone flow. Man, he's going. Word. But yeah, he's going though.
He's going.
I think the thing is with me is I like that only when it's on some super fire production like Ramona Park Broke My Heart. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm like, Joey, what the F is this? I didn't hear it when it first came out. I mean Vince. Yeah, Vince. Ooh, I'm sorry, Vince. But yeah, when I first heard this, I'm just like, what are we doing with this right now? I don't know why I slept on this project. I haven't heard a Vince project since. I think the first time I heard him was Summertime 06. Second time was Big Fish Theory, and that what threw me off. I'm just like, no.
Nah, bro. He just was trying. I love Vince, bro. When them albums came out, they was like number 1 on my my Spotify list those years, bro. He put them out like back to back, not back to back, but back to back.
Yeah, he put out a good amount of projects. So I will say that he's definitely stayed relevant with quality music.
Yeah. And even then, outside of music, he has a show. He's always in a funny interview. Really smart guy. Yeah, really good personality. Bro.
Very funny.
Yeah, really funny.
So yeah, shout out to a show that he did as well.
Yeah, you watched it?
Yeah,
I liked it too.
Another project I listened to, Quik is the Name by DJ Quik.
Oh, I say DJ Quik, what?
This is my first time listening to it. I thought I wasn't gonna like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed it. There was some questionable production choices like that, like the Jamaican song, like the
I probably
Bada Boom, something like that.
I probably gotta hear it again.
Yeah,
it's been years.
For me, I was like, no, don't ever do that again, please. Yeah. But yeah, DJ Quik.
And he make his own beats and everything, bro.
Okay, so he produced all this. Okay, because I saw some of the stuff that he wasn't rapping on. I'm just like, oh my god, this is a good beat. Why didn't you rap on that? But yeah, Quik is the Name. Pretty good project. Another project I listened to that I had to revisit, Dead Star by SpaceGhostPurrp. I just wanted to get that Smoke.
Oh yeah. When he's like when he in
the coffin. I just wanted to get that feeling back of like what was it like back then in the cloud era, and I just had to go to one of the bigger names that were kind of like, I don't want to say innovative with the sound, but kind of help coin that sound, that little pump.
What he with Travis Scott?
He was signed to Travis.
Man, he was with Cactus Jack, right?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
It was like he had one project with him.
Yeah, Dead Star. Yeah, so I mean, that project was pretty good. I think if you love that era of the clout era, like with Lil Pump and all of them, the Florida rappers like with X and Ski Mask and all of them, you'll definitely enjoy this project. Obviously, it's gonna have the usual coonery in there, but hey, it was still good either way. There were some questionable tracks, so I'm just like, Smoker, we could have kept that off, but that's all right. And then last discography I went into that I wanted to shoot my brains out, Polo G. Tired to talk about it.
Hey, you're going to Chicago.
Polo G is the best rapper ever.
I don't mean to put your business out there like that, but I'll just say, hey, travel on the...
Hey, I'm walking up thin ice.
Yeah, bro, I'm just saying, bro. Hey, bro.
So, we made a video, or an earlier podcast episode, mentioning Polo G and not seeing where the hype is coming from with Polo G. And, you know, people commented saying, like, oh, Polo G is so relatable. He's the truth, all that type of stuff. Polo G literally fits in that realm with Moneybagg Yo, Finesse 2 Times. All the current trap rappers or whatever, the mainstream rap, he fits into that category. Die Legend, his first project, I feel like he's an industry plant, to be real with you. But his first project, Die Legend, that ish was horrible.
Yeah.
Boring, no great beats, no good beats. I think I like one song off there. Right. And that was barely liking that one song. I was giving it a sympathy like. I'm like, this album is bad. I gave it half a star on it.
Hold on, so you went down the discography, right?
I went down from the first album to his last album. He only got 3 albums, and one of his albums has a deluxe where it has 2 discs.
Okay, so what you think? Did he grow?
He did grow.
Okay.
I think because he did grow within the industry, he got a lot better production. Because the production from Die Legend to the GOAT, way better production. He does that one thing that I just hate that rappers do. And I get that. Well, first of all, he is ABC 123. Yeah. Very ABC 123 that you could get. Yeah. Very. No internal rhyme schemes.
No different flows.
No. Same thing over. I mean, to me, and I was telling my girl this the other day, he is the Rod Wave of hood rap. Where he does that little melodic thing. He talks about the same thing every song, the same subject matter. Literally, all my friends, where I'm from, all my friends died. You know, I bought all these Ferraris for how many funerals I've been to. You know, I got all these chains on. You know, I'm never going back to where I was. Right. And you would think, oh, that gets tiring. Or maybe, you know, Chase, a lot of other rappers do that too. He does that every single song. Yeah. He talks about all those subjects.
What about, do we ever dive into like women, romantic?
He does, but it's just like, it's very ABC 123. It's very surface level that you could get with anything like this. Yeah. I can see why white suburban kids that are teenagers or young black kids that are teenagers like 19, I can see why they like this. Yeah. They might be like a money
bag. Put yourself in their shoes. Would you gravitate to us?
No, because the one thing that he doesn't have to me is great production selection. Something like a Lil Baby or a Gunna, to me, they stand out because they most of the time have great production. They can switch up the flow at least. Yeah. And I don't know, it's just like they can ride the beat a lot better and make a better song than me. Polo G can make a catchy song. But just sometimes I'm just like, this is the same thing over and over. How people feel about Lil Baby now, I feel about this with every single Polo G song. Jeez. Now, Hall of Fame, I think, is his best project.
That's his latest.
That's his latest one as well, before Hood Poet comes out. I listened to Hall of Fame 2.0. I wish I didn't, because it's 2 discs.
Hold on. So the Hall of Fame, the first version.
It's the regular. It's just regular.
And then 2.0 is like 2 discs of new songs, or is some of the
first disc? I mean, the second disc is the first Hall of Fame, the original. The first disc is all new music, and I'm just like, wow, I really want to.
Boy, he want to unalive himself.
Hey, whatever don't get us hit by the YouTube guidelines or whatever. Hall of Fame 2.0. I don't recommend this to anyone. Just listen to Hall of Fame. He remade Smooth Criminal on a drill beat. I was like, B.
When did it come out? 2022 or what?
This came out, it says I listened to it in April 2024. This came out 2021.
Okay.
I still wanted to shoot myself.
Damn.
This was bad. I'm like, this is an hour and 30 minutes of just Polo G. It's the same thing every single song. A lot of people say he's the truth, he's relatable. What are you guys relating to this with?
They relate with the girls, man, with the young kids out here in the streets, bro.
And to me,
they buying Ferraris for all the funerals they attended.
I'm just like, dog, I get it. This is underdog hood guy music. I get the lane. It's just, to me, it doesn't do anything special in that lane. To me, I feel like that lane is just so dead right now that people like Polo G could take over. Not saying that he doesn't have good songs here and there, but for y'all to be such huge fans, for him to have such a huge following, I just don't see it. Compared to a Gunna, a Lil Baby, compared to someone like them. I'm just like, to me, this is a mediocre version of what he's doing. I just don't get the hype behind it after listening to it. I gave it a fair shot. I wanted to like it. I think out of all the songs I listened to, I like only 10 songs.
Yeah. So that'll be a good album, those 10 songs.
No, it still wouldn't be a good album. The reason I liked them was because they were spread out.
No, I was like, if you put them together, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. The only reason I liked them is because it was spread out. Or maybe the beat caught me at that one time. Maybe I was having a good mood at that one moment. Dang, I think if I go back to that, I'm not going to survive. I would crash my car.
So look, this is what I was saying when you were saying maybe he could fill that spot. I'm like, I don't know, B.
I think he can because I think he's just so surface level to where he doesn't like step on too many toes. And it's such underdog music, you want to root for him.
But he has like a good following though. I don't know if he's an underdog. You mean like underdog just
no,
matter
he
of like,
raps. That's all he raps
I came
about.
from here.
No, I don't think he's underdog. That's all he raps about. Literally, he has an album called The GOAT and Hood and Hood. Hall of Fame. You aren't the underdog no more. Yeah. Can you please stop rapping about that? Like you were up top, and then you talk about I bought all these chains for the tears I cried. I'm just like, dude, you're not an underdog no more.
So okay, I get the
appeal.
I get the Rod Wave also comparison too. With just
like if you listen to it, you literally too. You would think it's emotional, but it's super surface level. He never goes in too deep with it, and I'm just like,
maybe he don't really have anything.
I think this is pretentious music. Yeah. I think his fans are pretentious. One that says he's really relatable, man. You know, you really feel for him.
He the hood poet.
Sadly, that's going to be his 4th album. But I feel like only pretentious people really like his music and say, "Oh yeah, he's really good. He's he's that guy." I'm just like, no. I feel like what you guys are thinking he's doing, he's not doing. I think you're just reading too much into it. It's like when you put an artist like this on Genius and they can't even really talk about their line because literally what they said in the line is self-explanatory.
Right.
I just don't get the hype behind this, B. I really don't.
Hey, man.
I'm not saying he doesn't make good albums. Yeah. That's all I'll say.
Sorry,
he has the potential in him. He just needs to get better beats.
Hey, Hood Poet better be. You know what I mean?
It's not. It's not.
No, wait.
It's not.
You
I listened to 3 projects.
How old is he, bro? You got to think about how old is he?
He's probably super young.
He's like 24, 20, 25, 23? 23 to 25. That's what I'm giving him.
Let me look it up real quick. He's 25.
He's a young guy, man. Around that time, you know, that what the kids wanted him to listen to. I mean, wanted him to put out. So he's putting it out. He's growing. That's been, 2-3 years removed from his latest album?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll come back more mature. He'll be that hood poet. And all right, I'm not going to be too hard on him. I know I haven't listened to all that stuff.
You will not like this.
I'm not going to listen to it.
I don't like it. You will hate this.
I'm not going to listen to it.
You will hate this if I don't like it.
I'm just going to stick to the little few songs I know by you, Polo G. And they're
hits. They're bangers. Yeah, they're hits. I'm not going to lie. He got some good songs. Yeah. It's just not enough to make a good album all the way. Hey. And my thing is this. Polo G, you got potential. I need you to switch it up. I need you to be on one topic for one song. I can't have you talk about literally all that stuff in one song and have the same song played over and over and over and over again, back to back, for goddamn 3 albums. I'm tired of it. I listened to that back to back. I'm like, yo, am I still on the same album? I thought I was on the same song, god dang it. There was just nothing. The first album was just so offensive to me, but that's about it for everything I've been listening to.
He probably was 19 when he dropped that.
No
what if you would have dropped when you was 19, B? You would have been wild.
Look what Joey dropped when he was younger.
But it's Joey. I'm talking about you.
Look at what Chief Keef dropped before he was 19.
It was Chief Keef. I'm saying, think
Why
about
are we giving? He's from the same place that Chief Keef from. So what's that mean?
I'm just saying, bro. Like, you know, it takes some growth. Like, look at Lil Yachty. Look what he dropped.
Look at Lil Durk.
But I'm just saying, like, look, Lil Yachty growing in music. I'm just saying,
I'm not saying Polo G can't grow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But man, 3 projects.
I'm just saying, cut him some grace. He's a kid.
3 projects, B, and he has this much hype behind him. Yeah. I'm trying to see the hype. That's all I want to see is the hype. People got to be real with me. People saying he's relatable. Don't none of y'all relate with him. Yeah. Don't lie to me like that.
They never been in the hood. They know about, like I said, 5, 6, 10 Ferraris.
Because this is my thing, right? Most people that consume hip hop is white people. Yeah. Y'all telling me this is relatable music for them too? Yeah. I'm not saying that white people can't go through this. Yeah. But you telling me a vast majority is going through this? I'm just saying. Polo G, I just need you to step your if it's not a hit.
Subject matter?
Subject matter, definitely. I want him to get a bit more in depth. He don't got to be super lyrical, miracle, spiritual. He said something about how, like, this girls want to F me because I'm a lyrical rapper or something like that. I gotta look up the Barbie. So go ahead, say what you gotta say.
So maybe what Chase is looking for you, Polo, is to get a little more introspective, talk about those struggles, not just putting out blank statements and like not even giving no, in depth of like, we need that we need to understand what's going on and why you feel this way. And what happened to those people, those funerals you attended? Like, how did they I don't want to say gunned down.
Like, how did that situation happen?
And how did it affect you? You know what I'm saying? Not just it affected you by buying more Ferraris. How did it affect you emotionally?
And so this is why I'll end this segment off right here with. Whole life changed, man. This ish feel like a miracle. These B words love rappers. She gonna F me because I'm lyrical.
All right, bro. We gone. All right,
I'm the chosen one. I ain't your average individual. B. If that ain't ABC 1, 2, 3 as you could get, hey, this boy said because I'm lyrical.
Hey, that was that spiritual lyrical individual. That's an awful hot coffee pot. That's an awful hot coffee pot.
It's not good. I'm trying to tell you that right now. Man, look, I see the appeal, but man, y'all gotta realize that's not good trap music. There's way better trap music out there. This is mediocre trap music.
It is.
That's what I'm gonna say right now.
My bad, I'm not in the frame.
But yeah,
I'm in wild all the way over here.
You been all right.